ob es Meldungen gibt aus der Schikane, dass auch Frank Bieler vielleicht eine Strafe bekriegt. Und der Kisodor ist gerade entgleist. Ein spektakulärer Ausrutscher. Und ich hoffe, da fällt jetzt keiner rein, um Gottes Willen. Ein böser Unfall, voll in die Seite gefahren. Ich hoffe, dass dem Kisodor da nichts passiert ist. Der ist Frank Bieler, der Tabellenführer, ist voll in die Seite gefahren von Kisodor.
Is in a battle for Rookie of the Year with Alex Zanardi. Oh, my! That is Stefan Johansson. Stefan Johansson involved in that.
Scott Pruitt. It looks like it's Scott Pruitt.
No, it's Andre Ribeiro. That's Ribeiro there. That's Stefan Johansson. That is at the end of Lakeshore Boulevard. Oh, my. This will bring out a full course yellow.
Full course for sure.
With just a couple of laps to go now, you have to wonder. The driver is still in the car as they try to, they'll have to stop this race almost totally.
That needs to be a red flag. There's too many parts there for the cars to get through. They should come out with a red right now.
And we'll see it one more time. Bobby, take us through it.
They're still trying to get Krosnoff out of the car. Now here you come. Right there, there's Krosnoff's car up into the wire right there, almost through the wire. Thank God the wire was there and the cable. You can see there's not much of a race car left. The car has just shed everything. It's come completely apart. The wire obviously helped take it apart. That's Johansson right there in the 16 car. He came out of it pretty good. Right to the right there where you see all the workmen, that's where Krosnoff still is. They're still trying to get him out of the car. Remember, these cars fit very tight. When they're damaged, it's often hard to get the driver out.
Back up front, here's the trio they're chasing. Jimmy Horton, Bill Venturini, and Ken Reagan.
And trouble here on the front straightaway as Keselowski's car. No, that's
Chris Gerke's car has gotten upside down and come into contact. Heavy contact here in the front straightaway. A couple of cars. Chris Gerke's car getting upside down and sideways, coming to rest on its top, spinning, and now he has been impacted again by another car here right in the main trial area. Heavy contact. Serious contact. Tremendous ride by Chris Gerke. 25-year-old Lincoln, Alabama driver. Let's look again and see if we can see what happened. Now, he had been running in the top five. You see the car get sideways and now get airborne.
Yes, it did, and the back end just picks up off the ground. The spoiler, when he got backwards, the spoiler, the air under just lifted him up. He hits the wall just under the flagman stand and continues to roll over, and here comes other cars coming in on him.
Just misses him. Keselowski gets by, and one car has nowhere to go and burst into flames as the front of that car now is sheared away. Heavy impact there.
Około 200 metrów za tym zakrętem samochód wpada nagle w poślizg i uderza lewym bokiem w drzewo. Choć pokiereszowany, ze złamaną ręką, Rzyszkowski szybko wydostaje się przez okno. Marian Bublewicz przez 40 minut pozostaje w samochodzie. Cały czas jest przytomny. Nie można się doczekać na wóz techniczny z nożycami do blachy. Przyjeżdża wreszcie jeden wóz strażacki, ale bez potrzebnych narzędzi.
The 93 truck. However, they got a lot of advice from the Childress group and Kevin Hamlin, who's the crew chief on the Winston
Trouble in
Cup
turn one. One truck has hit the wall hard, and it's John Nemechek, who's been in the top 10 all day, and he went in driver's side first and just pancaked the left side of that truck. Ooh. The truck went in driver's side first, and rescue crews are on the scene, helping to get John out of the truck, and we'll get an update for you from the scene as soon as we can. Let's have a look at what happened here.
You could see the truck got around all the way around on the driver's side, hit very, very hard. And with a track that's very flat like this, you don't have the bank to scrub off speed like you do on some of the major speedways. So when you go into that wall, you hit it with a lot of force.
down.
Oh! Big trouble. Big wreck behind them.
Lead him back. Come on.
To the flag.
Come on, Mikey. You got it, man. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Mikey!
So while his car owner, here's what happened up in turn 3.
Oof. Oh, this is huge because you go head on. And that TV does not do that justice. That is an incredible impact. Head on. Throws you forward in the car. Those are the kind of accidents that absolutely are frightening.
Whether something perhaps HRT didn't foresee, but now the car on its way back out of the pits.
Well, thank you. We've got the number 25 car on the approach to Caltex. Yeah, sorry, 2-0. That's the Denny Holm car. Co-driving that with Paul Morris. Now they've got a rescue vehicle out there as well.
And yet the driver's standing there, isn't he? That's
apparently has hit the wall hard there. And I would think in the interest of the race, maybe the pace car might even be brought out. Let's take a look at an incident we have here and see exactly what happened. Most of our cameras all ISO. This looks like Denny Holm coming down. He's got a wheel out on the grass.
he's aquaplaned, you see, in the wet.
He's offline and
he's clouded the wall there, and it's brought him across the racetrack.
Now that doesn't look that dramatic, but you see what's happened is he's flicked his head sideways. You've got that support behind your head, but you haven't got the lateral support, and it's obviously damaged his neck in some way.
All by himself. In the wall goes Justin Wilson. Let's see if this tells us any more about Justin Wilson. You're going to be looking on the high side. You're going to be looking on the left of Sage Karam's car. As Karam starts coming down the track, look on the high side. As he comes down the track, Wilson will be going high. He hasn't yet entered the picture. Wait for Wilson to come through. There's Pagenaud on the low side.
The nose section there bouncing, bouncing, and right there on the head. And that is, if that is the nose of the car, that is a very, very heavy, thick object. You see it flying through the air. It's nearly 100 yards in the air, and I would guarantee that knocked him unconscious, and he's just a passenger now.
Celeste para la Rauri, le avisan que están los punteros detrás. Exactamente, pisó la zona del cemento, se corre, Leonel Larrauri se pegó, y allí entonces Falaschi, tremendo impacto, cuando, mirá vos, Ortelli también, señores, bajo con cuerpo, le pegó, tremendo accidente, por Dios, se ha pegado Girolami, vamos a guardar entonces.
A rookie from Uruguay. Preparing to make just his second start for Team Penske as today's Shell 300 for the kart champ cars. Killed while practicing at Laguna Seca yesterday morning. Rodriguez was running in a tough corkscrew section of the Laguna Road course when his number 3 Marlboro Lola left the road, apparently with a stuck throttle, flipped over the wall, landed upside down. Dr. Steve Olvey attended him.
It is with deep regret that I must announce that driver Gonzalo Rodriguez was fatally injured.
No hay quien ayude a Carlos Pardo. Ahí vienen, vean, 4 filas. Y va a haber bandera blanca. Ahí le pegan a Carlos Pardo. No, qué golpe. Qué golpe, eso no se vale. Eso no se vale. Eso no se vale. Carlos Pardo pegó a más de 200 kilómetros por hora contra la barra.
Llegó ya las asistencias.
Y de lado, ya llegaron las asistencias. Va a estar bien, Carlos. Va a estar bien, Carlos. Ahí está Carlos. ¿Qué accidente?
Está moviendo la cabeza, ¿no?
¿Qué accidente el de Carlos Pardo?
But as the lights flashed to green, Pironi stalled his engine. Those at the front of the grid swerved out of trouble, but at the back, the unsighted drivers hit each other and Paletti made massive contact with the Ferrari. Out went Bercel, Salazar, Lees, and Pironi and Paletti, of course, were stationary. Pironi immediately leapt out of his car. You see him to the right. He dashed across, the race was stopped, but unknown to anybody, as Pironi struggled to get the wreckage away from the stricken Paletti, petrol was pouring from the ruptured tank of the Osella underneath the car. Paletti had severe internal injuries and broken legs. Meantime, Pironi, having directed the proceedings, stepped back, the marshal stepped forward, and then suddenly the fire ignited. The petrol, and there's 45 gallons of it there, went up with Paletti still strapped in the car. But Paletti was not to suffer from this debacle. With the flames beating around him, it was his internal injuries and the fractures that were the trouble, because the marshals were commendably directing their fire extinguishers the right way, with Pironi doubling forward to help the marshal, indeed to push him into position and force the fire extinguisher fluid and powder downwards to keep the flames away from Paletti, who was unconscious. They succeeded in doing it, and Paletti, I say again, was not at all affected by the fire.
And there's problems in turn number 2. 3 cars, 4 cars. Charlie Jazambek up against the wall. That's Jazambek in car number 5. He's in the Ernie Wilsberg machine. Kerry Malone, Randy Hedger, also Dave Resendiz involved. There's Malone, who has jumped out of his car, and you see the problems he's got. Safety crew on the scene quickly. 33 is Randy Hedger. It all broke loose going down the front straightaway into turn number 1 as the cars went hard into the corner. Jazambek, that car right there, ending up against the outside retaining wall. Now let's take another look as we go back. There's Hirschman, car number 28. They were just behind the accident. There's Jazambek. He's the lead car into the wall. Then Malone behind him. The purple or blue car, Randy Hedger. There, Kenny Bouchard just got hit by Dave Resendiz. And there again, Charlie Jazambek.
One thing he was worried about going into this race was all that dirty air created by 34 cars. But right now, the position he's in, he actually has a small advantage because everybody else is opening the air up in front of him. And he, oh, here we go. Trouble, contact, and a huge crash. Up in turn number 2. Oh, multiple cars involved. Oh, my. It looks like Dan Weldon may be involved in it.
Less than 5 laps to go. Here comes Blaise Alexander. Lap traffic coming into play. Alexander to the inside of Earnhardt. He may get by him here. Let's see. Oh, there's contact, and Alexander hard into the wall. Hard hit. Upside down. Earnhardt slides down the racetrack. Sparks flying. Blaise Alexander's machine nosing into the concrete on the outside of the tri-oval here at Lowe's Motor Speedway.
It's like coming up behind a semi at 90 miles an hour and just being pulled right into the back of it.
Oh! Oh, an enormous crash. Oh, my God. A terrible crash. Yellow comes out again. We're going to hold on identifying this car because there are 2 cars like it in the field. We want to assure ourselves they now report it is Greg Moore.
Out of turn number 5, headed for turn number 6. Speed increasing once again. Second gear
And
turn.
here's trouble, big trouble here in turn 5.
Oh, a car is upside down.
Bob, there are 2 cars. They came in here so fast, and one of them did hit the other one and did get upside down. Both of them hit very, very hard.
I believe that's J.D. McDuffie, who is on his roof.
And one of the drivers is coming out of the car right now.
That's Jimmy Means. And Now he's going to see if he can assist J.D. McDuffie in getting out of his car. McDuffie's car is on its roof, and Jimmy Means is calling for assistance. Here is a replay of what happened. J.D. McDuffie and Jimmy Means involved. This is McDuffie, the wheel already off the car, sliding off the track into the grass. He makes hard contact with that tire barrier in turn number 5. Then the car overturns. Meanwhile, Jimmy Means also slides into the tire barrier. His car stays upright, but Means, or rather McDuffie's car, is in an inverted state at the moment.
This is the battle for 9th and 10th. Oh, and Campos hits the back of Thomas Biaggi's car in a horrendous shunt. Hits the wall on the inside of Adelaide.
Up in front, it's Donnie Allison with the lead.
Donnie Allison had the pole for this race. Alongside him was Ty Scott, who's relatively unknown. And they had a great race later on with John Anderson and, of course, Richard Petty, who's not unknown at all. There's Benny Parsons lying in 3rd spot.
Tragedy coming in the 15th lap. The car of Benny Ricky Knotts crashing into the inside retaining wall. He sustained massive injuries and died in that crash. Car number 31 breaking loose and sliding across the track.
He was terribly unfortunate in as much as he glanced off the wall and lost no speed at all as he crossed about 800 foot of grass to run into the spectator retaining wall and was killed instantly.
Looks like he's going to make a pit stop. That could give Savage the lead again. Yes, he is. Oh, my God, it's Savage! Oh! What a wreck. God almighty. The worst thing I've ever seen. Savage. That is the worst thing I've ever seen. Race course anywhere. Tire must have flown 100 feet in the air. I think he's in the one to the right. I can't even tell what part. Each part of the car is just disintegrated. The red flag, of course, is out. The race has stopped. Sweet Savage is moving inside that thing. The fire there. Now, Sweet is wearing one of these new suits where the foam automatically goes off inside the suit. Only 4 drivers in the race are wearing it. He is wearing it. If there's any hope, it might be in that.
Oh, how it could be moving, Jim, is beyond me. I've never seen a car just disintegrate like that. You remember he made a pit stop just a little bit ago. The cars hold 75 gallons of fuel, and he hadn't burned much of that off.
The race is hard. Somebody's been hit in the pit. A fire truck racing to the scene has hit a mechanic or somebody in the pit. Was going the wrong way through the pit. They're trying to get Savage out of the car. The man was thrown in the air.
A 12-car freight train for the lead into turn number 1. And a bad crash coming out of turn 2. One car has somersaulted several times and been destroyed on the back straightaway. I believe it's 2. Car number 05 going side over side and end over end several times. Bruce Jacoby. Terrible wreck coming out of turn number 2. Here you see his car had already collected the inside of the track and then started a series of side-winding snap rolls that sent the car 25 and 30 feet into the air. Jacoby currently is in the Halifax hospital, still in critical condition.
What sort of commitment do they have through Eau Rouge actually to free saying that Huon is a more interesting car? Oh, there's a big crash there. There's a car who lost it. Car has lost it on the way in. Oh, no. Oh, that's a horrible accident.
Mechanic holds out the board, and there is a very nasty crash indeed. Number 46 there is Peter Huber, the Swiss rider. His machine, Huber, with his helmet off, I tragically notice, and that's something that's happened far too much in motorcycle racing. A rider comes off and his helmet comes off.